Good morning. Today we're going to be talking about participating in Twitter chats. I hope this is super helpful to those of you who have never done it before. First, you have to have a Twitter account, so I'm assuming everybody who's watching this already has one of those. Once you're on Twitter, you're going to be on this home screen. In order to participate in the chat, you need to put the hashtag in the search line. Our hashtag is CoreChat. CoreChat's going to start on February 4th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It's a half-hour chat, and during that time, we are going to use the format Q1A1. Q1 stands for question 1. When that comes up, you're going to see it on the screen, much like this A1 answer. You have two choices. You could reply to the tweet, which you just do by clicking that box, and the question will come up top, and you'll use A1 to answer the question, and you'll always remember to use the hashtag at the end. Using the hashtag at the end is what pulls it up in the feed. You'll notice right now that I'm on the top here. It's best to go to latest. When you go to the latest one, it'll pull up what has most recently been added to the feed, and that's what's going to happen. Now, a Twitter chat is essentially an opportunity for folks to meet from all over the world at a decided upon time using a decided upon hashtag. And the hashtag is what gets all of our stuff into one place. And the fact that we're all on the computer at the same time is how we have those conversations. Twitter chats happen all the time. There are state chats like MY EdChat, which happens Monday nights at 8 every other week. There are chats like ESET2 on Sunday nights at 8, which are hour-long chats that use a structured format like we're using. Ours is only going to be half an hour. But then there are other chats like SunChat and EdChat, which are hour-long chats that just have a topic or a question, and folks have the opportunity to just participate with each other using that information. Now, if you're new to Twitter and you're uncomfortable using an application like TweetDeck, which is free, TweetDeck allows you to have multiple windows open at the same time. I like to have the notifications up as well as the specific hashtag feed that we're going to be using so I could see what's going on. And then you can also schedule tweets on this side over here. When you go into your account, and over here you could start your tweet and you could schedule it, and then what you would do is you would have them all come up in here. So if you're going to moderate, it might be a good idea to schedule both the questions and your answers so you can actively participate in what's going on in the chat as it's happening. Now, if you're not comfortable in that setting, you could just use two different windows. So you have the window with the feed in it using the hashtag at the top, and a second window that has your notifications so you could see how many notifications you have and you make sure you respond to everybody who's there. This is a pretty simplistic way of thinking about Twitter chats. Like I said, they're happening all the time. The first time could be a little overwhelming, especially if the chat is moving quickly. Try not to get overwhelmed. Answer what you can, maybe favorite things or hard things that you want to come back to later. You could always go back later and respond. Because the pace does go quickly, like Sat Chat goes really quickly on Saturday mornings, it's sometimes a little challenging to keep up with everything going on. So just do the best you can and realize that we've all been beginners at some point, so we know what it feels like to be overwhelmed in that situation. Just take your time, read what people are saying, and try to respond as best as possible. Remember, you're going to put the hashtag in the chat, in the search bar. You're going to hit latest. And you're going to always make sure to use the hashtag when you're participating in the conversation. I recommend maybe before February 4th, you take the opportunity to find another chat that might give you some practice. If you go into Google and you search education Twitter chats, it'll come any day now. Education Twitter chats. Um, this website, not ISTE1, but the Education Chat Google Sites, is an awesome place, a resource to find out which chats are happening on what day. And if you look at today, January 14th, at this time, these are all Eastern times, I believe, you could see what chats are happening, when they're happening, and what their main ideas, what the main subject area is. So if you wanted to try out a chat, you could go on any of these using the hashtag at the specific listed time and just jump in and see what you think. I hope you found this helpful. If you have any more questions, you could tweet me at Ms. Sackstein, or you could just email me, mssackstein@gmail.com. Thanks, guys.